Okay, so I'm just gonna give y'all this video because God said to share it. So for anybody that's out there that's on their healing journey, and I'm currently right now I'm on my healing journey, and what prompted this journey, I had a life-changing event that happened in the beginning of February. And God will use whatever he has to get his point across. So I started beginning my healing journey, and one of the areas that my healing journey happened in was in my relationship, and oh, it was tough. And you know, when you're healing and you going through in your relationships, that could be family or one with a significant other, it's very tough, and it's very tough. And I just remember the way God has had me do it, where I was a little upset, like, why do I have to do all of this stuff? Like, I don't want to do any of this stuff because I don't see how this serves me. I see how this serves this person. But in the time frame over and over what God was showing me, I saw what God was doing. You know, I'm gonna look at his name up, but I remember he had did like a he did I'm gonna tag his name in the comments, but he was a couples therapist, and he was saying people can go to counseling or whatever for years, and you won't, you know, and everything to do to get healing or whatever, but you won't know that you passed your healing or that everything needed to get done until you get into a relationship, and those things are tested, and that's how you heal together in a relationship. And I didn't even recognize at that time that my significant and I were mirroring each other on our own healing journey. And I just watched God just strip away so many things, that childhood traumas that I had could have sworn that I had healed from, that that I was emotionally available, but then I found out I was not, because I was still holding on to, I'm not going to express myself. I'm not going to talk about my feelings. I'm not going to show my flaws. I still had a mask on that. To me, it wasn't a mask. I felt like I was walking in my authentic self and being authentic with my partner. But I realized, like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And I begin to see God during my healing strip away the mask that, oh, you're not this tough gangsta, you gonna thug it. No, you're a passenger princess. You're no longer gonna walk in your masculine energy. You're gonna walk in your feminine energy that he brought out to you, but you also had old wounds. So some of the things that he did, that he does, triggers those, and you automatically assume like they correlate when they don't really correlate. That meaning, I was like, oh, you still need healing on that. And one of the things that was very uncomfortable for me was I felt like, God, you're transforming me in front of him. Like he can see all this stuff. He can see it. And he was like, I want you to show him that, you're flawed too. You have broken areas. You have stuff that you have still to work on. And you're no, like, take away that perfect shield. Strip the mask and walk in your feminine energy. Learn how to respond to people better in the midst of it. And I watched God, transform my entire life. And then, you see all this old transformation, astrology this, astrology that for the Virgos, because I'm a Virgo. This is what's happening. Oh, this is what's going to happen to your Leo moon. I started seeing angel numbers everywhere. I started to get stressed out because I didn't know what none of them meant. And like, you go and you look them up and all that kind of stuff. And I kept missing it because and finally God was like, be present in the time that I saw it. What was my response in the time that I saw it? And a lot of the times that I saw them, I was in a happy place. I was praying. I was meditating. I was crying out to God. And I started to get confused when I would go and look up what the angel numbers meant. I kept seeing 333, 111, 1111, 222. I was seeing my boyfriend's birthday everywhere. I started seeing my birthday everywhere. I was seeing all kind of stuff. I was seeing 424. I'm seeing all kind of stuff that I have no idea. So you go and you look it up, and now you're even more confused. And I remember the Holy Spirit just saying, stop. That's not even what I want you to do. I want you to focus on where I have you. And where I have you is stripping away the old man and becoming a new person. The new person is not a gangster. She's a passenger person. I'm a passenger princess. I'm not a gangster. Yeah, I was raised as the oldest and I had trials and tribulations and craziness, but that's not the traumas and the childhood stuff is not where God had me be. And now it's like, no, I'm showing you where I want you to go. I'm showing now how I want you to conduct yourself. I'm showing you how you need to be able to tell this man that you love him, you miss him, and be vulnerable in front of him. Thursday, I don't even know. He took me on some romantic date, and then I had to go to work in the morning, so I'm like, I gotta go home. He gotta go home. I end up crying. And anybody that know me, I'm a thug. Thugs don't, we thugging it. I'm not crying over no man. Yeah, right. In front of him too? Are you crazy? Yes, I felt like, in the movie Venom, when Eddie Brock was trying to win back in, and Venom was like, I'm going to make you cry, Eddie. She's going to love it. That's how I felt like God was doing me. Like, nope, you're going to cry in front of him. You're going to show him that he matters. Hello? Because, you want to keep it inside to yourself that he matters, but, you don't want to show him that he matters. He matters. You cry. You express yourself. You communicate. You're willing to communicate. And if there's things that need to still be fixed, you're willing to go to therapy and counseling. You're willing to put in the work. Show somebody that you care enough about that. Change stuff around your house. Things of that nature. And as I begin to watch the things that I'm doing in my life and seeing all the different changes with my job, with my children, to those out there, everybody's getting stressed out. There's videos everywhere about the moon in Virgo. I am a Virgo. The moon in Virgo on March 7th. Do this, do that, do this. Cleanse your home. All this kind of stuff. I naturally clean my house. You should be naturally cleaning your house anyway. You should naturally be washing down the walls, having your house organized. But I understand some people don't do that. That should already be natural to you anyway. But don't let everything that you guys see on TikTok, social media, astrology, these tarot people are crazy. Like, don't read into all of that. Recognize where God has you. If you don't believe in God, recognize the changes that is going on in your life. Embrace them. Change what needs to be changed. Work on what needs to be worked on. One of the things that I realized also too, the healing that I was going on brought me and my person closer together. And that's one thing I noticed. Like, it didn't push us farther apart. And, he got to see like, okay, no, I'm not perfect. I know I try to work really hard to be a better person, but to be able to show somebody my flaws and to be able to show them that I'm not perfect and I make bad decisions and I'm not good at this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it be okay was like a liberating feeling. Cause I'm always, people try to protect, God says guard your heart, but some people, we take a little too far where we don't let really people in like that. And it was like, no, let him in like that. Some days this shit is fucked. Like, it was like real. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, some days this shit ain't as good as it be portraying. And it was the same on his end. And like, true love is where you look at the shit that's fucked and the shit that's beautiful, and you tell that person like, damn, I still love you either way. We rocking with it. We going with it. So anybody that's on a healing journey, it's tough, it's hard, it's a lot of tears, a lot of work, it's humbling, it's anger, it's emotional roller coaster. Go through it. It's even I was going through it and I didn't even see at the time the point. I was like, look, this is too much for me. It's too much vulnerability. It's too much openness. But I was like, what I cherished the most was that all of that stuff off, all of that stuff out, all of that stuff no longer plaguing me. And again, to anybody out there that's going on that journey, don't stop. Keep going. Don't stress about the angel numbers. Don't stress about what all this stuff means. Don't stress about what you see in the tarot cards. It's going to drive you nuts. Just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward and let whatever happens, happen. Whatever changes, change. Whoever gets taken out of your life, get taken out of your life. Job, moving, all that kind of stuff. Whatever is supposed to happen, it's going to happen regardless. You won't even have to do anything. Just keep going. Don't let it knock you back. Don't let it push you down. Don't focus on it. Just keep going. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.